Hi there, this is Chris Keller with musegrid.com. Let's take a look at this block of text. I've noticed on quite a few sites that typography can sometimes be an issue with some users, and maybe they just haven't realized the tools they've got in Muse, so I thought I'd put this little quick tutorial together to show you how to use some of the type tools. I've already selected the text and changed its font to a Lato font, and not for any particular reason apart from I like the font. So let's jump in and smarten this block of text up. Now we have these paragraphs, these different paragraphs, and the temptation may be to do a double return and create a space between each of these paragraphs, but that's the wrong way to do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to, first of all, we're going to create space between these paragraphs. We're going to use this item here, which is the space after. So this is going to generate space after each paragraph. So with the entire paragraph of text selected, I'm going to dial in there 18, and you can see that we now have our spaces between the different paragraphs. The great thing with that is that when we create a new paragraph, of course, that spacing's there, and it's a lot neater. Next, we're going to change the leading. Now this is the space between each line of text, so let's dial it in at 150, and we can see that that's starting to look a lot nicer there. We could put space before if we wanted to. Let's select this item here, let's hit it return, and then let's change this to like a heading. So let's take that up to maybe 24, and let's change that to a Lato light. Let's put that actually at 30. And what we could do is, if we wanted slightly less space here, we could then, in that individual line, we could take some space down so that joints, there's less space between after that particular heading. Let's put a subheading in here, so I'm going to select this text here. I'm going to hit return. I'm going to dial in, let's say 24 for this one. Now let's take that down to 18. And what we're going to do here is we're going to generate more space above it. So we want more space between each of those paragraphs, and we're going to take out space from underneath. Here we go. And let's maybe make this a different color. So I'll make this the gray color. So it's a subheading, and let's make this a different color, make this a red color. And if we preview this page now, we can see that our typography is looking a lot nicer, and instead of having separate text sections, we're just using those text tools. And of course, when you readjust the size of the text, all of those settings that you've got remain in place, and we can then take these individual blocks that we've created and create paragraph styles. So I'm going to call this heading, change that to, for example, an H2. This one's going to be my subheading, and I'm going to change that to an H3, so that's my subheading. And this text here, this paragraph text, I'm going to create that and call that body text, and keep it at the p tag there. So let's apply that body text now to the rest of this type, and we can see now that we have body text headings. We can see what it's going to look like and how it's going to work, and we have typography that we can use across all pages, and we know it's going to look nice. Let's just see how this happens now. Let's select that one there, create that as a heading, and we can see that all of the different settings kicked in place there, and the typography is looking a lot neater. So those tools, you may be very well aware of what they do and so on, but for those of you who don't and have struggled in getting your type looking nice and neat, hope you found this tutorial useful. Thanks for watching.